Police are investigating multiple shootings in the Bronx, 2 that were fatal.
Very serious situation. This comes as Governor Kathy Hochul is pushing back against any plans from the White House to send in the National Guard, as the president has done in Washington, D.C. Good day's Briella. Tomassetti is at the 48th precinct, the 4-8 Station House, Morrisania section of the Bronx with the very latest. Briella, what do you know?
Yeah, Dan and Tina, well, bottom line here, there were 4 separate shootings here in the Bronx in less than 8 hours. There is no sign right now that any of them are connected, but we know the most recent ones happened here in the 48th precinct. Those were the 2 non-fatal shootings. Either way, though, this all comes as Governor Hochul touts that crime is down. The governor herself held a press conference just yesterday mentioning that retail theft dropped 12% in the city between January and August compared to the same time last year. During that event, Hochul mentioned that she had a phone call with President Trump over the weekend, urging him not to send the National Guard to New York. First, you'll hear from the governor, who went into...
Mr. President, I can give you all the data you need to show that crime is down. I'll tell you what, Mr. President, if I think I need help from the National Guard beyond what I'm already doing, I know where to find you.
Kathy Hochul said that she spoke to you on the phone, and you said you might send National Guard troops to New York. You mentioned that. So will you be sending troops, and when?
I'd go along with Kathy. If she'd like to do that, I would do it.
Again, this all happened as gun violence erupted here in the Bronx. The first shooting took place just after 8 o'clock yesterday morning on Anthony Avenue between East 176th Street and Mount Hope Place. A 32-year-old man was shot in the back and later died at the hospital. The suspect ran off. Police say he's around 50 years old with a medium build and was last seen wearing a black hoodie, black pants, and blue sneakers. A few hours later, just after 1 o'clock in the afternoon, the NYPD was called to Cross Avenue, where they found a 34-year-old man who had been shot in the torso. The victim, who police identified as Kelvin Mosquea, also died from his injuries at the hospital. The third shooting, well, that happened at 2:30 at East Tremont and Bryant Avenues. Investigators say a 31-year-old Amazon worker was shot in the ankle and taken to the hospital in stable condition. A bullet hole was spotted on the passenger side of the truck, and police found a shell casing inside. That final shooting happened at around 3:30. According to police, a 26-year-old man was shot twice in the leg on Adams Place. Citizen app video shows an ambulance pulling up to the scene. That victim expected to survive his injuries. All right, so on top of all of that, shots were fired again about 15 minutes after that last shooting. That time it happened in the Allerton section of the Bronx. Police say that 2 men jumped out of an SUV, started shooting, got back in the car, and left. Police have yet to track down the suspects, but thankfully no injuries were reported. For now, we're live here outside the 48th precinct. Dan and Tina, back to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Briella.